If you're in e-commerce or selling anything online, specifically health and wellness, where you sell a supplement, nootropic, something of that nature, or you just sell a consumable product in general, I want to show you a strategy that generated a company that I used to work for up to $2 million a month. We went from zero to $50 million plus with this strategy, and I want to provide that to you. Now, the point of these videos aren't to get a bunch of views or anything like that. I want to take the knowledge that I've learned over the past 6-7 years and get that on camera and hopefully help somebody out there that might be in a similar spot of like, how do I grow my business? And I want to do that all through what I call MAT, marketing, analytics, and tech. So I'm going to show you those strategies, but to kick us off, let's start with this one. So what we essentially had was a sales funnel. If you're not familiar with sales funnels, it's more of just a specific route that you want to take your consumer through to get them, or pretty much solve their problem through a singular product that you have, and you take them through a series of upsells and downsells. Now, you can look at a business as like one big sales funnel, but essentially at the end of the day, we're not talking about a whole business here where you have your top of funnel, your middle of funnel, and bottom of funnel. We're talking about something that's a little bit more specific, where you have one individual product, let's call it X, and you want to sell that product. Somebody has a problem, and then you have the solution. So you want to provide that solution, and then you want to take them through a series of upsells and downsells. So that will allow you to have a higher LTV, have a higher average order value, etc., because you have a specific guided journey to take them down. So that's a brief explanation for sales funnels in general. But anyways, to get to the point here, this tactic, this strategy is specifically for your warm to hot audience. Now, you can try this with cold. I've always found that it's more expensive when you try it with cold. It's better for your warm and hot. You need to have that trust up front. So the very first thing that we essentially did here was, we had our landing page, and on this landing page we had our offer, and on this offer we had a bunch of kind of your typical sales page language. So we're advertising the product, we're going over objections, we're going over benefits, and we have an amazing value proposition right here. So that is our sales page. Now, if you're sending warm and hot audience to this page, chances are they've seen this product before. They know you, they trust you. And so now when they go through all of this, they're gathering more information, helping them get over that fence of being able to purchase or not. And then they see that value proposition, because right here, you're either offering an amazing discount or you just stack the offer really well. And so you're able to get them to convert really easily. So on the sales page, that's essentially what you have. Now, you're going to go then and take them to an order form. On this order form, obviously, you have an order form, and then you have your product, and then you have their card information, etc. And the one thing that a lot of people miss out on is, let me reduce that. A lot of people miss out on is having what's called an order bump. So I'm just gonna put OB right here, order bump. And what this is it's essentially, let's use a supplement, for example, and let's go all the way back, and let's say this is a brain supplement. And so, what's the next best thing that somebody can equip with their brain supplement? No, chances are they're trying to improve their memory, they're trying to improve their cognitive ability, remove brain fog, things of that nature. Well, what also goes with that kind of offer, right? So if I'm coming here to purchase something that helps me reduce brain fog, something that might also contribute to helping me accomplish my goal is reducing inflammation. So I might have a turmeric supplement here, and I might have a one-time only discount, right? So if they go to my normal store and they see, hey, it's X amount, I might discount this by 15% or 20%, depending on what my margins are essentially. And so there's my order bump. So I'm able to draw the line between grabbing this brain supplement, then going purchasing, and then having a little checkbox here to say, yep, I want this turmeric supplement to help me reduce my inflammation because it makes the most sense for brain fog. So after that point, now you'd think, all right, else can we really do here? Most people go from, either sales page or product page to checkout to done. Well, if you're watching this and you know that's not the case, or you think that might be the case, the next thing you want to do is take them through a series of upsells and downsells. And now this is where the actual formula comes in. So if we have, I'll call this sales page, we'll call this OF for order form, and we'll call this upsell 1, U1. And on this page, you want to offer them more of what they just purchased. It sounds wild. When I first heard it years ago, I was like, well, how does that work? And then implemented it, and it's like, whoa, that's crazy. Not of their order bump, of that main product that they just jumped on this page and purchased. Now, a way to think about this is like a BOGO deal or a Costco deal. Now, doing this, if you aren't familiar with this, you might be thinking, why would they buy more of what they just purchased, especially a lot more what I'm about to talk about? Well, you've got somebody that trusts you, you've got a product they're interested in, and human nature, we like to stock up on things, right? And so that's why Costco exists, that's why BOGO deals are so effective, etc. So right here, I want you to offer 6 more of what they just purchased at a nice discount. Now this can range between, it has to be more than what you offered here. So if you offered 15%, you want to offer 25 to 50% depending on your margins. And don't be afraid to play with values, right? So it doesn't need to be your actual price, but be transparent and say, the value of this product is $60. The actual price is $50, but you're saying the value is $60, and so you're discounting the value. So you're showing what they would pay based on the value of other things on the market, and what they're actually paying with you. So don't be afraid to play with those numbers a little bit. Just be transparent as possible. Don't be slimy about it. So the next thing you're going to do is go upsell to 6 for a higher discount of what they just had. Now, you're going to want to go to a downsell after this point. They're going to say yes or no. Good numbers at this point. So you should have about, I'm going to speak specifically to this page because everybody's order form and sales page can be a little bit different depending on their offer. So your upsell to 6, depending on the product, you want to be between 20% to, let me write a little bit faster here, 40%. This is what I saw. Other offers are probably out there that do a lot better, but what I saw was about 20 to 40%. Now here, this is your downsell. This is your downsell to 1. So when they say no to this offer here, you want to offer them more. So you'd say, how about 3? 6 is a lot. If you're selling a month's supply, that's a 6-month supply. We understand you might not need that much. How about 3 for the same percentage discount that they saw here, right? So when they say no to this, you take them to this downsell, right? And you're offering them the same exact thing, just a little bit less of a quantity for the same discount. And oftentimes, I see about a 20% to about 30% here of people that want this offer that say no up here. So it's a good conversion. As you can see, like most checkouts, they end at this point. Well, you just picked up another 30-ish% on each one of these steps. And our job isn't over yet. So we're going to keep on going. There's 2 more steps in this. You can do 1 more. Oops, that was ugly. I tend to do 2 more. That is the ugliest square. Oof. I tend to do 2 more. So now you want cross-sell, right? So we're going to draw these arrows here. Let me explain these. 1 arrow, 2 arrow. They both go to the same place, right? So what this means is if they say yes to this upsell to 6, they're going to go to this cross-sell. If they say yes or no to this downsell for 3, they're going to go to this cross-sell, right? So say you took them to 6, down to 3, they still said no, you're going to take them to the cross-sell. So this is upsell 2. And now on this page, you want a product that is very, very similar, that complements the product that they just purchased, right? We did that with the order bump. That was the turmeric, right? This should be, a very, like a no-brainer. You shouldn't have to really explain out how turmeric works with this brain supplement. Instead, on this page, it might be a little bit more of a gap that you need to fill. So a lot of times this is done with a video sales letter. So you'd have a VSL up top. And you might have a supplement, let's say it's branded, right? It's not just a simple like brain supplement or turmeric supplement. Let's call it um, super op to super optimize your life. I don't know, just off the top of my head. So we've got the super op supplement, and you're going to mimic the discounts that are offered on this page, right? So if you had your discount of 15% or you had multiple tiers, you want to mimic what's on this sales page. So let's, for the sake of this example, let's just say I had one offer. It was just 15%. I didn't have a tier thing going on. So the product that I'm offering here is going to be the same thing at 15%, right? And you have your VSL, you have your super op, and then you have all your information on the product right here. The point of this page is to bridge the gap between what they just purchased and this new product, right? This is the reason why they're here. This is solving the problem. So this needs to complement the problem or take them beyond it or solve another problem that somebody that would be searching for this might have, right? So the reason why I went with super optimization for some reason is because a lot of people that are purchasing a brain supplement, yeah, they want to remove brain fog. So, okay, inflammation, that's turmeric. And then over here, they probably want to optimize their brain health a little bit too. So I want to give them a supplement that is all about optimization, right? And it might not be optimizing their brain, it might be optimizing their joints or whatever it might be. But that's the gap that I want to try and bridge through this page, right? And so then it goes like that, right? And then you take them through another upsell. So you have upsell 3. If you want to go that far, a lot of people feel uncomfortable about going that far. But if you have good offers, good message, and you're just, squeaky clean, do it. There's no reason not to. If they're buying from you, keep them buying from you. So here you'd have a similar thing. Now, I never had success having a VSL on upsell 3. I usually just went straight to the product, right? It was another like hero product that would be on this page. So if they went brain support, turmeric, upsell 6, downsell 3, VSL to super optimize, this might be a very just no-brainer product that everybody needs, right? So everybody needs, vitamin D or vitamin C or something along those lines. So I'd have a product like that. I would still try and bridge the gap in the copy. Once again, I'm going to mimic these discounts. And I'm still going to bridge the gap, right? Like you can't have great brain health with bad immune health. So I might bridge that gap between the two. It's going to be rough. It would be better if I had a hero product that went along with these, but oftentimes people don't. So don't be afraid to just throw your generic hero product here and just bridge the gap for them. Where they came in here for brain health, and you need to explain to them, why immune health is important to have if you're trying to optimize your brain health. Now, at this point, your conversion rates are probably going down a little bit. So at this point, you should probably expect, 15 to 20, and then about 7 to 12% conversion rate at this point. Then, last step is your confirmation page, and that's where you take them to their order information and deliver any kind of other information that they might need. Now, this process right here sounds wild, and it can be done in a lot of different softwares. If you're on Shopify, you could utilize ClickFunnels, another one's Checkout Champ, Kajabi, a whole bunch of different softwares out there that you can utilize to use this tactic. But this works really, really, really well for products that are consumable, meaning the consumer will go through them, once a month. Don't try this with I can think of like a stereo head unit, for example, that nobody's going to want to buy 6 more of the stereo head unit. Something that somebody's going to go through often, and you can imagine sitting in a Costco or running a BOGO deal on, right? Where the consumer actually can buy more. And why this works well is because you have a warm, hot audience member that sees your product at a certain price. You give them an amazing offer, and they go through and they see an even better offer, and they want to stock up. And then they keep going through the funnel, and they see all these other supplements that they might not have been, or other products that they might not have been exposed to, and they see them at a discount and they're like, why not? So you get a customer to go through this, they're warm or hot, so you've already acquired them, so you don't have to pay for them again, and you increase their lifetime value through going through this funnel process. Now, this all happens at the same time. This isn't like a overtime period, right? Of, the first day at the order form, and then 2 days later they go to upsell 1, and 3 days later. This is all at the same time. So as soon as they go to that order form, they go to the next page. So depends on what platform you're on, but there is softwares out there that you can connect to your store or set up as a separate silo and take people through this funnel process if you aren't familiar with them. If you are, use this, give it a try. You're not putting it on your front end. You can, like I mentioned before, and drive cold traffic through there, but oftentimes you'll probably find that it actually costs you a lot more to acquire that customer than it would if you took them through a different funnel that had a lower barrier of entry, like a free trial or some kind of smaller product that kind of just gets them in the door and gets them in your ecosystem. They're hit with all your social media and stuff like that. So keep this to your warm and hot, and this will work really well for you and increase the lifetime value over time. So yeah, give it a shot. Let me know how it works. If you try it out, let me know what software you're using, or if you have any questions about the software in general of like what to use, just let me know in the comments. I'll try my best to get back to them as fast as I can. And then, yeah, let me know how it goes for you. Did it increase your LTV? This worked really well for me over the years, and I think it will continue to work well because it kicks into just human nature. So, all right.